Marking this historic milestone for the royal family, I'm joined now by Thomas Mace-Archer-Mills, royal expert and founder of the British Monarchist Society. Thomas, thanks so much for being here, and you look great, decked out for the royal festivities there. Thanks for being with us. First question.
Thank you for having me this evening.
Absolutely. The pleasure is all ours. You're there at the Jubilee. Tell us what the mood is in London for this celebration.
What a celebration. Fantastic is what it is. It's electric. It's vibrant. I mean, millions of people have just descended on this country, and today it's been record crowds, so much so that the royal parks had to close to stop letting people in. That's how many people have been here to celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of Her Majesty. And there's festivities all over. We had Her Majesty's birthday parade today, known as Trooping the Colour. And then the festivities have just kicked off. And tonight is no exception either. Jubilee dinners everywhere. We've made history. This is 1,000 years in the making for this one event. And to be able to not only witness this history, but make it ourselves and really just say to Her Majesty, thank you for all you've done, not only for the 15 countries of which you were queen, but to the people of the Commonwealth and even those countries that may not have been able to garner anything from her wisdom. So we are eternally grateful.
People from all over the world are there, as you say. They've had to shut down parks because of the overflow. Well, 70 years on the throne, Thomas, the first British monarch to ever rule this long. The only other to ever come close was the Queen's great-great-grandmother, Victoria, who reigned for 63 years. So talk about her tenacity and this moment for her specifically.
Yes, it's just, this is a life in dedicated service and duty. And when she was 21 from South Africa, to go ahead and make an oath, whether her whole life, be it long or short, shall be dedicated to the service of her people, I can't see anyone else ever making an oath like that and standing by it. But Queen Victoria, it's really interesting to see that we didn't think that it would be possible for anyone to reign as long as Victoria, but her great-great-granddaughter has certainly gone ahead and surprised everyone, and maybe not surprised everyone, but a lot of people. And as spry as she is, even at 96, with some mobility issues, I think she still has a lot of life in her yet. So 2 more years until she is ever the longest reigning sovereign in world history, beating Louis XIV of France, or Louis XIV. So long may she reign.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for months now, there have been a lot of questions about her health. Just today, she looked wonderful there on the balcony, though it was announced that she won't attend a service at St. Paul's Cathedral tomorrow after experiencing discomfort during her birthday parade. And this is not the first event she has had to bow out of. Again, there she is right there. Is there a genuine concern about her health?
Well, of course there's a concern. I mean, 96 years old, what 96-year-old do we know who is in full-time employment? So at 96, we think that she does deserve to be able to dictate on her own as to what she is not wanting to do, but what her body is able to let her do. And that's a very big difference between what we saw 10 years ago for the Diamond Jubilee and what we're seeing now for the Platinum Jubilee. 96 years old and working every day, no matter where she is. But the discomfort, the immobility sometimes, this comes unfortunately with getting older and being the longest reigning sovereign, the only sovereign that most of this country and really most of the world has ever known. We do have to accept the inevitable sometimes, that she won't always be with us. And what we're starting to see now is maybe not so much a celebration of being queen, but a celebration of her life.
Yeah, and I want to ask you too, is it also a celebration for Prince Charles, who will step in one day and take over?
Well, I don't think it's so much a celebration for him. He's the longest serving, the longest waiting Prince of Wales in the history of this country. But he's always said, if I can hold out as long as I can, I enjoy doing my charity. And being king will disrupt what I've put together with the Prince's Trust and everything that I've done. But he's certainly not going to celebrate seeing his mother get older, seeing his mother start to slow down. That would worry any child, any grandchild, really. But his day is coming. But as long as we can have Her Majesty, That's what's most important now. Her longevity, the oath that she made.
All right, Thomas Mace-Archer-Mills, royal expert and founder of the British Monarchist Society. Thanks so much for joining us on this special time for the Queen.
Thank you for having me.